I feel like the summer went by too fast. And they're talking about having a lockdown, a new lockdown.
Oh, really? I know
Yeah.
things have are constantly changing. Let's say day to day with whether or not to wear masks, to not wear masks, and all of that stuff. Are your schools saying anything about that?
Our school, basically my school, how they work is you always have to have your mask on.
They said we have to wear masks, but they also suggest we get the shot.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Inquirer Rochelle. My name is Rochelle, and here I have two wonderful guests with me. First, we have Miss
Eloise Garan.
and Mr.
Joseph Gordine.
We're just going to have a little conversation about what the past year held for them throughout the pandemic. We are currently still in the pandemic, and it is August of 2021. So, first off, how are you guys today?
I'm good.
Good.
Good? All right, it's a beautiful Saturday. How has the past year treated you?
It was hard. There was really nothing to do. We've just been in the house, trying to catch Walmart.
Okay. In terms of online schooling, was that really difficult for you?
I mean, it wasn't that bad. We had a whole schedule. We went by our schedule, so it wasn't that bad.
What about for you, Joseph? How has this year been for you?
It's been tough because my school, they change schedule. Well, my former school, they keep changing schedules off and on. So it'd be difficult for me to know what class I would go to.
Okay.
So I would join science class. No, you're supposed to be in math. I'll join math class. No, you're supposed to be in social studies.
It was a little hard to keep track of your schedule.
Yes.
Do you guys find that it's online learning is easier for you? Or is that more difficult? Do you prefer in-person learning?
I prefer in person because I'll pay
person?
attention.
Okay. Did you get to see your friends during the last year? You know, how did that work out for you?
Not really. Not during school. I wouldn't be able to see them as much. Probably once every 2-3 weeks.
Okay. And you, Joseph?
We stayed in touch through phones, and then we all have consoles to play on. And then once the pandemic lightened up, we started going outside and playing basketball.
Okay. Did you play a lot of video games during the past year? I know a lot of people play video games with their consoles or whatnot. I'm not very savvy with the technology, so excuse me if I'm saying something incorrect. But did you meet any new people from gaming?
No, it was just really me and my friends.
Okay. In terms of sports, besides basketball, what do you play?
I play football on a team because me and my friends, we would just go to basketball court any random day. But I actually play for the Harlem Jets.
Okay, awesome. How long have you played for them?
I just started like 3 or 4 months ago.
Okay. And you like it?
Yes.
All right. What about you, Eloise? What kind of hobbies do you like to do?
I like track, and aside from that, I like to draw.
You like to draw? So a little bit of art?
Yeah.
Is that what you want to do when you grow up?
No, I want to be an architect.
You do? All right. That's actually pretty awesome.
And meanwhile, I'm trying to start my own clothing company.
Do you sew?
A little bit here and there. I have a sewing machine, but I haven't really touched it like that.
What kind of clothing do you like to make?
Graphic shirts. I customize jeans, clothes, jean jackets. Any, here it's things here and there. I
Okay.
customize shoes
When did you start doing that?
last year.
Last year? Before pandemic or
After.
After pandemic? What other hobbies did you guys get into during that time that you were at home?
I got into cooking.
Stop. I like a man that cooks. Just saying that. What do you like to cook?
I really like to cook lamb chops. Basically everything.
Okay.
I'm still learning to do. I'm still learning how to cook fish.
Okay.
Because every time I cooked fish, it would either be overdone or underdone.
Do you bake it? Do you fry it? Do you broil it?
I do everything.
You do it all. Okay. So fish is something that you're working on a little bit. Besides sewing, anything else?
I haven't really been doing anything during the pandemic.
Okay. What inspires you? Inspires you to cook or inspires you to sew?
I'm usually always online shopping for clothes.
Okay.
Yeah.
How does mom feel about that?
She complains a lot about how I run up her bills and, I'm always online looking for clothes. She actually encouraged me to get a job.
Okay. All right. And working is not a bad thing. It's a good thing. How old are you?
I'm 15.
Okay. How old are you, Joseph?
14.
Okay. You guys have a little ways to go. If architecture is not something that you flow into, would you ever go into like fashion or do
Fashion
you want to do
design.
both? Do you want to merge both?
For architecture, I wanted to do interior design
Okay.
and maybe landscape. I'm probably not really into landscape, more like designing houses and stuff like that.
Do you watch any other like shows, or you have a favorite show to watch that incorporates that?
No, not really.
No.
I get my inspiration from outside.
Okay.
And-
Just nature in
Yeah.
general.
And looking at other people's houses, and I've had a little dream, not really a dream, but a vision,
In terms of what?
a house.
A house?
To
How
build.
you want your house to look when you
Yeah.
buy a house? And that will happen. You will buy a house, and how you want to design it from.
I want to buy land.
You want to buy land. Do you want to build?
I'm gonna build a house, yeah.
Okay. And what about you, Joseph? What do you want to do when you get older, graduate from high school, and all of that good stuff?
I wanted to be a producer
Ooh.
because before the pandemic started,
Uh-huh.
my school, they had built a studio, and this one guy, Dondry, he always took me and my friends into the studio, and we really started doing music in school. So then we would write our lyrics at home, then bring it to the studio and record it there. And then my friend Joshua, he would make the beats at home, send it to Dondry, and we would record there.
So that you guys have a music studio built into your school?
Well, my old school, yes.
Okay. Don't tell me the name of it, but where was your old school?
It was on Prospect in the Bronx.
Okay. So a music producer. Do
Yeah.
you play any instruments?
I was playing the trombone before the pandemic started.
Okay. And then that kind of fell off?
Yes.
Is there anything else you want to play or learn to play or
Guitar.
guitar?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what kind of music would you like to produce? Is it a little bit of everything, or is it specific?
We
one
did a little
specific
bit.
area?
We did a little bit of everything because my friend Joshua is Spanish, so sometimes we could release Spanish music. Sometimes we would do rap music. Sometimes we would do the R&B.
Okay.
It really
okay.
depends on how we are feeling during that week or month.
That's good. I mean, touching on a little bit of everything makes you very eclectic, and you can pretty much touch anywhere with that. Now, I know school is starting back in September for you both. How do you feel about going back to school in person?
I feel like the summer went by too fast.
I can agree with that statement. It's already August.
And they're talking about having a lockdown, a new lockdown.
Oh, really? I know
Yeah.
things have are constantly changing, let's say, day to day with whether or not to wear masks, to not wear masks, and all of that stuff. Are your schools saying anything about that? Like, are they going to make you guys wear masks, whether it's like open to if your parents want you to wear it or not?
Our school, basically my school, how they work is you always have to have your mask on.
Okay.
And the
okay.
thing is, before the pandemic, we always would take lunch into our classrooms or breakfast into our classrooms.
Okay.
But now it's like you can't eat. Some people have free periods in the mornings
Yeah.
and in the afternoon, and it's like, and some people don't have free period at all. So it's like, how are we supposed to eat? Sometimes they don't let us eat. Sometimes we have to miss class and go downstairs to eat.
Right. They're trying to
And-
work out a schedule that's safe for everyone.
But it doesn't make any sense.
Okay. Hopefully they'll have something worked out a little bit better by September to kind of, because they've had some time to plan it through. Maybe find new spaces where kids, they can separate everyone to eat and stuff like that. Because I'm sure your school has a lot of kids.
A lot.
Lots and lots of kids, right? So hopefully that's what they're working on. One can only hope. And then what about your school, Joseph?
Well, I'm starting high school,
Oh, congratulations.
and we were supposed to start this month of the 16th, but since COVID,
Yeah.
they pushed it back until September 7th.
Okay.
And basically, they said we have to wear masks, but they also suggest we get the shot.
Okay. Okay.
And basically, we're gonna run through classes because my school we end at 3:45, and on a Friday we end at 12:45, so half a day on Fridays.
Okay. Are they ever saying like a hybrid, whether you can do some school in person and some school online?
Yeah.
They're giving people that option or no?
I
Cool.
don't have my school doesn't have
They
that
doesn't
option.
give that option?
No.
Okay.
For my school, they give like every 2 weeks, you have these days in school and these days out of school
Okay.
at home.
Okay.
So they change it every 2 weeks. So the 2 days that you had at home, those are the 2 days you have in school, and the 3 days you had at home, or
Yeah.
at school, or the 3 days you have at home.
That's interesting. That's kind of, I'm listening to you saying it, and it's hard for me to keep track of it. Did they send people schedules? Like saying, hey, these are
it's
your
on
3
an app.
days.
We have it on. Everything's electronic
Of course,
now.
everything's on an app. Nothing's on paper anymore. I get that. That's perfect. I'm not a tech person, so I still like writing things down with paper, pen, pencil type of thing. Now, high school, are you excited?
Yes,
And you'll be in the 9th grade?
9th grade.
All right. And what are some of your favorite subjects?
Design and art production.
Ooh. I feel like the names for the classes have got fancier since I've been in school, because we just had art
Yeah.
or computer. It wasn't
Now it's
production this or
CTC,
yeah.
all that
I feel like the
stuff,
names
computer.
are built up. I don't know if it's to make the school,
Look
more
more
prominent,
advanced.
but I feel like the names have changed. And what about you?
I like science and social studies.
Okay. Would you ever combine? I already asked you this, Eloise. You're going to combine possible fashion and architecture, but would you combine science with something with production in the future? I have no idea how that is possible, but you have years on me to go. So,
I don't know because in the future I will decide once I get a little older and I have time to think about it.
okay. Aspirations to go to college?
Well, I've been thinking going to college out of state, California,
Okay.
Connecticut, Jersey,
All right.
or even Manhattan.
All good choices. What about you, Jose?
I'm still deciding if I want to go to college.
I mean, you have a lot of time.
Yeah, because
I mean, you both have a lot of time.
my
but-
mom would prefer me to go to college, but she said if I don't go to college, I can get a job. And if I do decide to stay with her for a little bit after high school,
Yeah.
I just have to pay my half of the rent and I get a job.
I always advocate for staying at home as long as possible. This may be really bad, but save, 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 save. I wish somebody had really said that to me when I was younger. If you stay home for a little while longer and you save, gets to be a little bit easier when you get out there in the real world trying to fend for yourself, because you're going to want your own place. You know, you're going to want to move out and live your own life type of thing. And then I'm going to touch on grades. What kind of grades do you guys have in school, if you don't mind me asking, that is?
70s and 80s.
All right, we'll take it. It's good. It's all good. As long as you're passing. Passing grades are good. I'm not saying that A's aren't great, but hey, if you're working hard, you're doing the best that you can do, that's what it is. Okay? And then lastly, this may be a loaded question, and I know you guys are very young, but what would you like to be known for in the future? Take a second, think about it.
I've actually, during my little vision of how my house would like to be, I've created small little products in my head. Like, for example, like in the bathroom, when you're, instead of taking the toothpaste and putting it on your toothbrush, you have a toothpaste dispenser.
Okay.
And for example, I took this out of a show, but when you're walking in the house, before entering the house, you have this, I wouldn't say alcohol dispenser, but like, you know, like
a Purell dispenser?
Not even a Purell. You walk in, and then the air cleanses your body.
Oh, okay.
From the all the germs.
All right. I don't know if that exists, but that sounds like a pretty good invention.
And it's when you walk in the house, you know, like, just so you know, people, when they tend to come to their homes and then just quick settle in, but that is actually an easier way to settle in while being clean.
Okay, I like it. So you want to invent something that would be beneficial and to kind of make your home life a little bit easier.
And cleaner.
And cleaner, yes, and cleaner. Anything, Joseph?
Speaking, me and my friends, we always talk about what we want to be known for at nighttime.
Ooh.
When everybody else is asleep, we get on the phone, we just talk for hours and hours, and we're still deciding what we want to be known for.
Okay, I mean, it's a loaded question. I feel like I would have to think about it, because doing something great, it takes some thought process just to kind of get the idea out there, and of course it'll take a lot of work, but it's something that can be done. Well, I'd like to thank you both Joseph and Eloise, for being on my show today. And that is it, everyone. We'll see you on another episode of Inquirer Rochelle. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.
And cut.
And cut.
One of the things that I said I wanted to do is I wanted to bring like a fine dining experience to this community and to other communities and to communities of color. Right? We shouldn't have to go into different parts of Manhattan and spend $300-400 if we want to, you know, have a nice meal, right?